Okay, I just tried to make a video before this, and my stupid sister followed me and interrupted me. Anyway, so I'll try to repeat what I said on the last video. I realize that I've been a bit slack in updating this thing. The truth really is that I've been trying to focus on things that are not so much ED or internet based, and I've been kind of neglecting the internet a lot, and I've been doing a lot of thinking more for myself, and so I haven't been, making videos. I also haven't really been writing a whole lot, a little bit, but not much. I've been chatting a bit on MSN and various messengers. By the way, if you ever want to talk to me on like MSN, AIM, or Yahoo, because I have all three, you can send me a message and I'll be sure to add you, especially if, we've talked a lot through here. Because when I don't keep up on YouTube, I am usually on my messengers somewhat frequently, so, I talk to some people on YouTube on Messenger, but if I don't talk to you and you want to talk to me, then, just send me a message and that'll be cool. And, I don't know, a lot of that thinking has, some of that thinking has revolved around, food and trying to eat, actually healthy instead of consistently allowing social pressures to make me eat junk food or food that I know is not really good for me and all that stuff. But then on the other side, there's been a whole lot of real life things that I've had to deal with that have nothing to do with food at all. Trying to have half-decent marks in school, which is, in biology, proving to be more of a challenge than I really wanted it to be. Math seems okay still. I still have, an A or whatever. It's like, I don't know, because I have a test coming up on Thursday for which I actually have to start studying at some point. I have to read all the stuff that I didn't go to lectures for, and then I have to start actually studying, so I'll do the reading hopefully tonight. I'd better. I have to stop being a slacker about all this stuff. And I've been hanging out at, actually, the LBGT Center, lesbian, bi, gay, transsexual, whatever. A whole bunch of people I know are up there, so I've been hanging out there and making a whole bunch of new friends as well, and so that's been kind of my main social thing at university. I actually made a video that I never ended up posting about all that stuff, but I didn't post it, not because of the LBGT thing, but for other things that were in it that I didn't, looking back, probably didn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I didn't end up posting that. But anyway, so I've been kind of more social. I spent like all weekend out, which is really weird. Like, I didn't even sleep at my house on Saturday night because I slept at my friend's house after we, went out and we were watching movies at her house afterwards and stuff like that. And so, what with school, trying to keep up with all that, and friends, and trying to have some leisure time, and obviously I still work 2 shifts a week, and, I guess for a while real life has been kind of taking precedence over YouTube. And I really haven't been keeping up with my friends' videos as much as I should be either, which is unfortunate because, even if I'm not making any videos, I should be watching my friends' videos, but I've only been coming to YouTube probably once every few days. I've been tending to watch a lot more, like, media, like TV shows and movies and stuff like that, as opposed to vlogs, which, probably isn't all that great either, but I don't know, I guess once in a while my mindset just kind of shifts and I want to do other different things, and it has nothing to do with, not liking people or anything silly like that. It just happens to do with what my brain happens to be focusing on at the moment. So I haven't been, ignoring people because I don't, like you anymore, or I haven't been purposely neglecting you or anything like that, and I just, I kind of wanted you all to know that if you do happen to be one of the friends who, we mutually watch each other's blogs or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, really. I've been continuing to see that psychologist person at the university center, and it's interesting. Because I don't happen to be in a very active phase of the ED and whatever right now, but that's mostly because I've been trying very, very hard not to be. And I don't know, sometimes I don't think people really get how hard it can be sometimes not to fully act out on the symptoms, even though I'm at a point now where, and this is another reason I've been pulling away from the internet, I've been trying not to get sucked back into that whole diet / food / weight / ED, I won't say cult, but, you know, social sort of group that does exist on the internet. Like, it is kind of like a social / friends group, you know. Everybody has an ED, or everybody's dieting, everybody wants to lose weight, everybody wants to exercise more, they all want to find the perfect foods to eat that won't make them fat, that will give them all the nutrients, and it's so convoluted, and it all makes my head do that weird buzzy blank thing where I don't have a personality anymore, and all I can focus on is food and weight and calories, and it's just horrible, and I'm tired of living in that space, so I've really been trying to not allow myself to sink back into it, which means that I've kind of had to pull myself away from a lot of the ED things that I've been reading, and it's really weird, because reading, like, say, the blogs on Xanga, I've been going on Xanga a lot lately, by the way, reading the blogs on Xanga of people who are pretty severely into it, that doesn't trigger me as much. People who are, you know, normal also don't trigger me. It's people who are in between, who are like, it's more like a diet mentality and that idea of being perfect, whereas people who are actually severe into it tend to realize that it's not just about being good and being thin. It's you know, it's horrible and it's painful and all that stuff. And they actually seem to acknowledge that, whereas people who are just kind of superficially into it, they don't see that. And my problem is getting caught up in the superficiality of all of it, the whole wanting to be skinny, you know. So I really have to pull myself away from that if I want to get over this.